All morning, we are off the set in Old Town Alexandria. Would you expect to see this there? Well, we're going to talk more about the city's Scottish heritage. Maybe you didn't know that. Well, you're going to learn. Coming up, we're going to check back in with Tony and Gravere next. For Del Rey, Shaw, Brentwood, and Old Town, thanks for watching Fox 5 Morning News.
Gravere?
All righty. And you know, we've got this terrific guy that's playing the bagpipes behind us. He's been sort of tuning up, warming up. And the reason he's here is because Alexandria does, in fact, have this wonderful Scottish heritage. Matter of fact, named after John Alexander, who was from Scotland. And we are going to find out more about that coming up very shortly. We'll find out about the pipe and drum band, which Pete is a part of. We'll chat with him coming up in just a few minutes. Eric Foster, how about that? How about that note to toss the traffic on, huh?
That sounds pretty good to me. And
As we are off the set this morning, here's Gravere, and we have some music too, right,
Yeah.
Gravere?
You know, we've heard Pete Walker warming up all morning long with his bagpipes, and he's here for a reason, because he's a member of the City of Alexandria Pipes and Drums. Pete, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
You're quite welcome.
And you say you always put the City of Alexandria first.
We do. We are sponsored by the city,
right?
And so we want to make sure that that credit gets where credit is due.
And this pipe band was founded back in 1971. How long have you been a member?
I have been a member about 4 years, but we still have one of our original members, Homer Babcock, is still in the band after all these years.
And how many folks play?
We've got 22 pipers on the roster, 10 drummers, and our drum major, and we've got several more recruits in the pipeline.
You know, what's really neat, too, is that we talked a little bit about the Scottish heritage of Alexandria, and that's one of the reasons that the City of Alexandria sponsors you guys. You always play at the Christmas parade every year, the walk. And back in 1987, they played for President Reagan.
The band did. It's one of our proudest moments.
And you got to play...
I played at the President's Cup a couple of years ago. The band went out there to play for the President's Cup. And we played for former Presidents Clinton and Bush Sr. And so that was a lot of fun, as well as, of course, the great golfers who are out there.
That's right. Is it an all-volunteer group?
It is. It is. We're all volunteers. The money that goes into the band from our gigs and from the city all go to our uniforms, and which, if we're in full dress, can get quite expensive. So, you know, but we all volunteer. We come out on our own time and have a lot of fun. You
know, do you know the history of this uniform?
Yes,
a little bit?
Actually, when the band formed, they wanted to get the McAllister tartan, which was for the Alexander brothers who founded the city. And however, they didn't make it in the right weight, so we went with the Cameron tartan. And this is the tartan of Clan Cameron, because the Lord Fairfax, is one of the major landowners at the time, was also the chief of Clan Cameron. And we also had an association. One of our early sponsors was a businessman who is known locally as the, I believe, the King of Cameron Street, something like that.
Right.
And so we've always, you know, kept that association. In fact, we practiced down at the Durant Center on Cameron.
Oh, that's great.
Cameron Street. So.
No, we'd love to hear you play, because I know the humidity kind of acts up a little bit, messes with your pipes, so to speak.
All right.
So if you'll play for us a little bit, that would be terrific.
Certainly. With City of Alexandria Pipes and Drums. Absolutely terrific. Stick around. We'll hear from you a little bit later, too. Right now, we do have to get a check on the traffic, so let's head out to Eric Foster.
Hey there, Gravere. Thank you very much. We had a disabled vehicle eastbound.